Good morning. We are back 2021 season here at the NRXL. This is an X-Ball League this morning. It's D4 Killsquad Open. We're in beautiful Severn, Maryland at NR Paintball, and we are back. We are back. That's pretty dope.
10 seconds.
So you might want to go to this game. 2 boxes. Let's get it.
Game on.
First point of the day, we got East Coast Core against Richmond Rejects.
5-on-5 for start.
Yes, sir. Interesting layout we got here today, guys. I like the bricks on the snake side. Nice move up the center by East Coast Core. Still got a 5-on-5, Kenny.
Yeah, and you can see the East Coast Core player in the center brick looking snake side, trying to cut off any attack by Richmond Rejects.
I don't think they know he's there.
Richmond Rejects have a spread across the back line.
And surprisingly, we still have a 5-on-5 game right now. No one's in the snake. You know, everyone just staying alive, talking it up. It's a loud gun he's got in there.
Good morning, Mama Dukes 1968.
Good morning.
That's how you know it's a real chat. When Mama Dukes is in the mix, it's gonna be a
at
good
8
day.
o'clock in the morning.
Mama Dukes in the mix in the morning, it's gonna be a great day. Good morning. Hope you had a nice winter time.
And this guy in the center for East Coast Core gets a kill on the snake side, wraps, shoot the Dorito Aztec player. Now he's looking at the Dorito side. I think there's only the snake brick for Richmond Rejects right now.
Rejects also do have the Dorito too. We're gonna check in on the Rejects here. You can see here, Rejects, this is Richmond Rejects we're looking at, have a player in the corner and a player in the Dorito.
That's a good view right there. I like how this guy for East Coast Core is wrapping around, playing the center, looking D-side.
Yep. And they eliminated the Dorito player. Now it's just this corner player. Now you can see on the top side of your screen, Rejects do still have a player in that brick on the snake side. So it's these two guys. And they got to try to fight off East Coast Core as they're going to start pushing down the field. But East Coast Core does drop a player. And then another player. We're looking pretty slow.
Oh, and they get a major.
Oh my goodness.
Richmond Rejects getting a major. First point of the day. First point of the tournament. We see a major, Kenny.
And you hate to see it because East Coast Core was starting to lose bodies.
Yeah.
Rejects had just eliminated 2 of them to bring it to a major, and that's going to cut that off.
Base.
Dan the Man.
Point approved.
We have an emoji feature now. Dan the Man initiating the flag emoji. For the
1
people to
minute.
see. And as you can see, we have NRXL, because this is now an X-Ball format tournament.
Yeah, guys, we were a little late on the stream, but we want to tell everyone good morning. We are back 2021 season here at the NRXL. This is an X-Ball League this morning. It's D4 Killsquad Open. We're in beautiful Severn, Maryland at NR Paintball, and we are back.
We are back. John's got the field looking beautiful.
Yep.
John and the crew,
30
I should say.
seconds.
The turf is nice and pristine. The bunkers are perfectly clean. The layout was set up by one of John's crew members here, Craig, who does come up with
20
very
seconds.
creative layouts.
Is he the head ref today?
Unless the Sheriff O'Mara is here, I guess he would be the head ref.
Okay. See Stacy Smith down there doing
10
his due
seconds.
diligence. And we are back for the second point of the day. It looks like we got Rude Boys on the left against A-Team on the right. This should be a good match, Kenny.
Game on.
That's right. Here we can see the start box of both teams. And sorry guys, we'll get used to all the new angles here. Be very efficient at it soon, so we give you an excellent presentation.
5-on-5 game. A-Team on the right, Rude Boys on the left.
I'm still a huge 302 Destroyers fan, that's correct. I'm really excited to watch them play this tournament and see how they progress from as much progression as they did last year.
They're actually going to be in the next set.
There we go.
So A-Team does lose a player on the Dorito side, Kenny. 5-on-4 in favor of Rude Boys.
Good morning, Palinka.
Hey.
That's one of my favorite viewers in the entire world.
A-Team is in the snake, though.
So right now we're looking at the home box for
Rude Boys, I believe.
Rude Boys. That's right. And you can see Rude Boys has all 5 bodies alive, making advances up the field. Meanwhile, A-Team has gotten up into the center brick, which I'm going to show you here. You can see that left center brick. A-Team has now filled that bunker, and he's looking at the Dorito side.
I believe that's Brandon Spicer in the snake for A-Team. It looks like he gets clipped out in the pod pack.
Well, I think you just jinxed Brandon Spicer.
And I believe it's a 5-on-4 right now in favor of Rude Boys. Oh, 5-on-1. It's not looking good for A-Team this first point.
That's right. You can see Rude Boys casually going up the snake side.
And that is going to do it. This first point is going to be for the Rude Boys.
Now, that's a team name that we've called out more than once.
Right.
With the Rude Boys. They're a very competitive team here in the NRXL. And they did win one of the tournaments last year.
Yeah, they did.
And they have some very talented players that we're all familiar with.
Base.
Matt Ragsdale, Trent Hunt.
Yep.
We'll have to see who else is out here as the day progresses. But if you're Rude Boys, that's how you like to start the day.
Yep.
Getting the win, picking up from last year.
Yeah, guys, and remember, if you have any questions or, comments about paintball, just put it in the chat. We'll gladly answer whatever we can.
Exactly.
1 minute.
We are playing X-Ball. We do X-Ball and 5-man here at the NR Series. This is X-Ball, which is personally my favorite. Division 4, and, let's see what happens.
One of the main differences between the X-Ball format and the 5-man format, it's still 5-on-5. This is our tech support right here. This is
Big Dan.
He set up all the different angles we have, the more advanced stream chat that we have now. So if
Tell
you're
them about the emotes. We got subs now.
30 seconds.
you can, in this chat, we can engage in emojis now. We live in an emoji culture, so you don't feel like typing, just throw some emojis
Got
out.
Amazon Prime. Get that free sub. Get those.
20 seconds.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that streamer stuff that people ask you to do when you have this stuff.
Help support us.
10
But yeah,
seconds.
big shout out to Dan. He's really stepped up this the quality of this broadcast. We're pretty excited for it.
So back to the
This
first
team's
match.
starting with 3 people, Dylan.
Richmond Rejects on the left, East Coast Core on the right, and like Kenny said, Rejects starting with 3 bodies.
Because they got a major the last point. If you get a penalty as the point is ending and you don't have enough bodies, that means you have to start down bodies the next point, which is exactly what Richmond Rejects are experiencing right now. Meanwhile, Dylan, let's jump into the Dorito. Oh, we are in it. You can see East Coast Core has a player in the Dorito 4.
They're pushing up the field heavy right now.
He's in a very advantageous position. He's going to look to exploit the angles that he has. You can see him on his knees. That's called wrapping the bunker when he's playing the outside of it, trying to find the angle.
And they get their first kill, and the Dorito player pushing it.
He's now on their side. We're going to jump to their Dorito side. Here's a really good view. You can see the East Coast Core player in Richmond Rejects Dorito. Now, I like this move by the Dorito player on Rejects, jumping out wide.
Yep.
Does he get the kill? No, he missed him. Let's see how this plays out.
East Coast Core Dorito player playing smart right now. Looking snake side, but keeping his gun on the Dorito player.
Looks like he's going to release and go get him. That's a great move.
Yep.
That's
They
a great
trade
move.
out. It's a 4-on-1 now.
Ciao.
And smart move by the Richmond Rejects to concede that point. In a situation like that, when it's a 5-on-3, you know, in X ball it's a timed match, right? And you want all the time as possible. So when you start a 5-on-3, if you don't get a kill or two off the break, you know, even it up quick, you really want to think about the time and concede the point to where you can start back a fresh 5-on-5 game.
Right, and that's the risk versus reward, right? So you concede a point, meaning that now the other team has another point ahead of you.
So now it is 2-0.
Right, but in the same time, you've also preserved time.
Right.
To, in theory, fight back, tie it up, and go on and get ahead of them.
Right.
30 seconds.
So with X-Ball, there's definitely the clock becomes much more relevant in X-Ball, and that's where coaching becomes very important.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
20 seconds.
And now we're gonna have Annapolis.
A-team on the left.
That's right.
Rude Boys on the right.
Rude Boys on the right.
And Rude Boys look good that first point, Kenny.
Yeah, they did.
10
controlled
seconds.
Victory. Here we go. See both teams breakouts with this angle. Pretty cool.
Game on.
A-team gets a kill on the break for the Rude Boys Dorito player.
Five on 4 in favor of A-team right now. A-team talking it up, letting each other know what's going on.
Oh, and Rude Boys lose another player on the Dorito side. 5-on-3 now in favor of A-team.
Rude Boys are going to need to try to get a kill to have any chance of salvaging this point. Rude Boys player does move into the Dorito 3, creating new angles for himself. And I like how we're seeing these players play the outside of this Dorito. They're looking to control what's in front of them and potentially advance up the field.
Right.
And A-team drops their corner player and gets a minor. And just like that, 3-on-3.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden the Rude Boys player has a wide open Dorito side to work with.
Yeah, he has the Dorito side to himself right now. Oh, but this A-team player pushing up the center now on Rude Boys side of the field.
Oh, he's going to get smoked by the Rude Boys Dorito player here. Watch this. That's 6 in your head.
Ooh.
3-on-2 in favor of Rude Boys now. And Rude Boys have 2 players bunched up together on the snake side. It's a 3-on-2 in favor of Rude Boys. They went from a 5-on-3 to bringing it to now a 3-on-2 in their favor. Now, the ball is in the hands of the Rude Boys player who's put them in this position to go down and win the game. You can see on your screen those 2 A-team players crossed up in the snake. When we say crossed up, that means one guy's looking one way and now they've left the cross.
Yeah, Rude Boys have this whole Dorito side to themselves right now.
And now it's a 2-on-2. A-team did get a kill in the center for Rude Boys. 2-on-2. A-team makes a nice move to kind of spread the field out a little bit.
Yeah, I like that fill back. Oh, and he gets the kill on the Dorito player.
Now it's a 2-on-1 in favor of A-team. Rude Boys has a player in the snake backline can.
And now we have a 1-on-1.
What a back and forth match this is. This is a 1-on-1, ladies and gentlemen. A-team player advances to the center of field trying to be sneaky.
And I believe that's Trent for the Rude Boys right now.
A-team player now on their side.
It is Trent.
He missed the shot. So now this is a gun battle. They both know where each other are. There's no surprises. And the A-team player got eliminated. And look,
they trade out.
Did they?
Yeah, they traded out.
Game stopped.
Oh my goodness.
No points.
We got drama at 8:30 a.m. at the NRXL.
Hey, but I will say, you know, shout out to Rude Boys. That was a 5-on-3 game, and Rude Boys were able to pull that out and at least get a no point out of that 5-on-3
That's
game.
right. So if you're Rude Boys, that's a win because you've like we talked about with the time, these are timed matches.
Right.
And a significant amount of time was just ran off the clock, and Rude Boys maintains their lead they have.
Right.
So it'd be nice to win the one-on-one, but that didn't really hurt you either, tying it.
And remember, guys, you know, usually out of the
30
prelims,
seconds.
we try and have an MVP for the tournament. And, you know, if you want to make a name for yourself, you know, pull off almost a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 like Trent just did there for the
20
Rude Boys.
seconds.
That's right. But that's no surprise. Trent's one of the anchors at Rude Boys. He's one of the better players here at this tournament series, so that's not surprising for us to see, and good for Trent.
10 seconds.
So here we are, back to East Coast Core versus Rejects. Core up 2-0 right now.
Amir's running in to check the Rejects player.
Very, very center.
I believe we have a 5-on-5 game still right now,
Yeah,
Kenny.
it is. It's a 5-on-5. Oh, and just like that, they get a penalty here. So now it's a 5-on-3, but we got some center action going on here. Let's see if we can't get a look. You can see in the center of your screen, there's two players at those center bricks. And as you can see, the center brick player was able to shoot the Dorito player advancing because he was looking for that angle. But then they quickly field the Dorito.
I believe it's still a 4-on-4 game right now. Not too sure. 4-on-3?
4-on-3.
Richmond Rejects are in the snake though right now.
Center player's calling out the snake player. Still clean. The center player wants to release and go bunker out the other center player. Here he goes.
Here he goes.
And he did it. He did his job. He eliminated the threat in the middle.
Richmond Rejects still in the
Towel. Towel.
And I believe East
Towel.
Coast Core just conceded the point.
Point approved.
Richmond Rejects? Okay.
1 minute.
Yeah, so that was Rejects. They conceded the point based on the fact that the body situation was not looking good for them.
Right.
And that they know there's more points to play within this match.
Yep.
Let's preserve the time. This is in X-Ball, the clock is so relevant. And,
Yes.
And you got to determine, you know, risk versus reward. Do we want to concede the point but save the time? Or do we want to trust that our team can win a low body situation and let the clock keep going?
Right.
30 seconds.
Back to Rude Boys versus A-Team. 1-0 game right now. We got 4 minutes, 43 seconds left on the clock.
20 seconds.
You know, we've seen now, I believe, you know, first 2 games this morning, we've seen 3 or 4 penalties, Kenny.
Yeah, we have, and that's a combination of the
10
refs
seconds.
being on top of their game, and a combination of players trying to get a little sneaky. A-Team's on your left, Rude Boys are on your right.
Game on.
Rude Boys do get a kill on the break.
5-on-4 in favor of Rude Boys right now. Stacy Smith going to check out a Rude Boys player in the center temple. A-Team drops another player, and just like that, it's a 5-on, I believe.
5-on-2, yeah. Good shooting on the break for the Rude Boys.
That's right. Let's check out how A-Team's gonna try to hold this off. They have a player in the back left corner, and now in the snake big brick you can see. We'll keep our camera on A-Team to see how Rude Boys try to advance down the field against them. The one thing A-Team does have in their favor is that they're spread across the field. You gotta wonder if Rude Boys knows it's a 5-on-2 and now a 5-on-1.
Yeah, A-Team's going to want to think about conceding this point
Yeah,
to save some
absolutely.
time, and there they go.
There you go. Speak of the devil, and there it goes.
Rude Boys looking good right now,
Point
Jimmy.
approved.
Yeah, they're chirping it up, letting the people know they're here.
1 minute.
And, you know, potentially that, you know, almost blowing that 2-on-1 might cost them. You know, instead of it being 1-1 or 2-1, it's now 2-0 because of that. So,
Yeah.
A-Team's going to need to have to wake up and...
And A-Team's a team that we see here every tournament that competes.
Yeah,
you know,
they're a good team.
They're usually in the mix as the day is ending.
Right.
Now, the beautiful thing about a paintball tournament is if you
30
lose the
seconds.
first match, it doesn't mean that you're now out of the tournament.
Right.
You can still fight back.
Right.
You know, so it's not detrimental to A-Team, but it's certainly not the way they're looking to start.
Right.
But, Dylan,
20
we've
seconds.
seen crazier things. That match isn't over. A-Team could still pull some stuff out.
Absolutely.
and
It's
get a
only
win.
2-0.
Right. And in the paintball world, now the layout is very
10
important, how
seconds.
fast you can play. But 2-0 is not a big deficit. Now 3-0 with 4 minutes, Richmond Rejects are really going to need to get a point on the board to have a chance.
Absolutely.
Game on.
Oh, and I believe they started early.
Yeah, Rejects had a bad start and lost a body, 5-on-4 in favor of East Coast Core.
And they lose another body on the snake side, Kenny.
And we can see here that Rejects are going to have to deal with this East Coast Core player in the Dorito 3 now.
And it's not looking good for the Richmond Rejects right now, Kenny Franks. You're a god.
Oh, we got a big move here. Right down the middle. Eliminated
Great.
the center threat. What are you supposed to do?
Great move by East Coast Core. That was Jake Levy out of Richmond.
And
Known
you
that guy a long time.
And just like that. That's another, I look like I drive with my mask on, huh?
He does.
Base.
Hey, I will say this, you know.
That's funny.
Rude Boys have been looking good, but the East Coast Core just pretty much stomped the Rejects right there.
Point
4-0.
approved. Game finished.
Good shooting on the break. Playing the center very well.
1 minute.
That game wasn't even close.
No, and if you're East Coast Core, you're feeling super good.
Absolutely.
And if you're Richmond Rejects, you're on the opposite end of that spectrum, wondering what in the world just happened.
Yeah, I agree with you, not Lupo Shoe. Jake, I talked to Jake this morning before the tournament, and I said, you know, we do an MVP, we do a little MVP thing out of the prelims, and if you want to get up here for an interview, you're going to have to show me something. And doing a run-through
30
up the middle
seconds.
like that, you keep doing stuff like that, you might get your ass up here and have a little interview after the prelims.
That's a good start. That's a good start. And they just brought this up
20
here. This is
seconds.
why everybody's playing.
That and some cash.
Yeah, we'll get to the prize package here in a little bit. But
Yeah.
this is forever. Cash will come and go. Hardware like this stays
10
forever.
seconds.
Right. Absolutely.
All right, let's jump back into the 2-box start.
Rude Boys up 2-0, a little under 4 minutes left, Kenny.
That's right. A-Team on your right, Rude Boys on your left.
Game on.
A-Team needs to get this point. Both teams go to the Dorito 3. Let's check this out. This guy's getting checked by the ref. And meanwhile, the other team also has a Dorito 3 player. But he has a guy in the corner supporting him.
The Hitman 24, correct. This was a blind layout. Correct. Rude Boys doing a good job right now staying alive.
Yeah, they're in the driver's seat. They don't need to take any unnecessary risks, and then the anchor gets eliminated.
Yeah, Trent out of the snake brick gets taken out, and such a big bunker, you know, you need to stay alive in there.
That's right. Now you can see the A-team players here in the Dorito corner and the Dorito 3 working together trying to control this tape. What they're going against is one player here in the Dorito, but he's not even looking down the wire. He's on the inside. I'd recommend getting control of the wire, young sir. And as he continues to not control the wire, A-team advances up the Dorito side. Oh, but A-team did just drop.
Their Dorito player.
That's right.
Oh man, Rude Boy's just hanging tough right now. And they shoot the snake player for A-team.
So here you can see we're looking at Rude Boys right here. They got a pretty decent spread. Dorito 3, the center can, snake brick, and the Dorito insert bunker. And then checking out A-team, they've got the snake brick as well, the center brick, which you can see in the center of your screen.
And you know, A-team's gonna need to worry about the time here soon, Kenny.
Yeah, they're gonna need to get a kill if they don't want to consider blowing the horn again.
Oh, but the A-team center player gets a shot on the Rude Boys Dorito player.
And then he got shot in his head. He's asking for a paint check. 2 refs coming in. And he is clean. Nothing wrong with being lucky.
Oh, and he shoots the center player out for Rude Boys.
Wow. Let's
Two
check
great
in on,
shots.
Let's check in on Rude Boys here. This is their Rude Boys side of the field. They do have it spread. Right now, this center player for A-team is trying to put the team on his back. Oh, and he got a little greedy, tried to make a move and got eliminated.
60 seconds.
And Rude Boys are gonna pull this point off with under a minute left. Rude Boys are looking pretty good right now, Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, that's about the best start you could ask for as far as winning a match.
Right.
4-0. Essentially, that's perfect.
I mean, they're up 3-0, less than a minute left. Looks all to be Rude Boys' match, you know,
3-0,
first
yeah,
thing this
sorry,
morning.
3-0.
And I believe they might be in X-Ball because East Coast Core mercy ruled Richmond Rejects.
That's right.
So what happens, guys, is, you know, it's a split deck format, right? And if a team wins by 4 points, then that match is automatically over. The team that lost got essentially mercy ruled,
Ace.
and the other team will just play back-to-back points until that match is over.
Right. And that can become tiring.
Oh yeah.
But in this case, they don't have a
Point
significant
of
amount of
proof.
time left. And you can see right there, the break time in the red, it's now 2 minutes. So they have 2 minutes until the next point starts.
But with just 7 seconds left in the match, I believe
Right.
this game is over. We're done with both matches for the first set.